And just take this first moment to relax. Ground through all that's supporting beneath you. So I'm going to come down more. So reclined butterfly, you're on your back. And you don't have to bring your feet so close. Find a comfortable distance where you can just relax and let your knees fall out to the sides. Legs are bent. Broaden through your heart center. And then just make your arms heavy. Palms are facing up. You're welcome to close your eyes or stare at one spot on the ceiling. Or if you're outside, looking at blue sky. And then deepen and lengthen your breaths in and out through your nose. So allow your torso to expand, filling up fully. Exhale, empty it out completely. So as you take a few deep breaths, connect to those energies of spring. Maybe hearing sounds of birds chirping. Visualizing spring blossoms blossoming open from a bud to a beautiful flower. Relax all the muscles, especially the face, softening at the point between your eyebrows, cheeks, the jaw, the shoulders, throat, softening through your heart center, your belly. Spring is a great time for detoxification. It's a transitional period. Any seasonal change into spring or fall are a great time for detoxification or fast. Always consulting with your doctor before going into any fast. Just keep connecting to your favorite image of spring. What comes to your mind? For me, it's these yellow flowers called kenari. They're the bell flowers that just brightens up all the streets in Seoul, Korea, where I grew up. These tiny yellow flowers covering all the branches of these trees. And now that I live in California, I've been living in California for a long time. We don't have those kind of seasonal changes visually, but I still remember those images fondly from my childhood. So it could be from any time of your life, and bring it into the present moment. And then take a moment to set an intention for the spring season. Any new goals you would like to set, or just a quality you would like to embody in an I am statement. Repeat it silently in present tense 3 times. At this point, just start to settle your breath to natural breathing. So throughout the rest of the practice, we're just going to be breathing naturally. Use it as an anchor to help you be in the present moment. But if thoughts arise, simply just be an observer as if you're watching fluffy clouds floating by. And a reminder that in Yin Yoga, we're connecting to, we're actually deeply stretching from the deeper layers of your body. So it's really important to stop at the initial point of resistance instead of going to your maximum, and relax the muscles and try to be as still as you can. And we'll be holding these poses for about 3 minutes mostly. So draw your knees together and just do some windshield wipers, feet wider than your hips, knees side to side. So I mostly like to do Yin Yoga in the evenings, but a lot of people like to do it in the morning to open up the body from stiffness from sleep, to gently wake yourself up. And we're going to go into figure 4, thread a needle, reclined, to do a very gentle hip opening. So you're going to cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And maybe just lifting your foot, left foot, interlace your hands behind your thigh. So we're just going to be here for 1 minute, and then I'm going to transition you into another variation of this pose on the right side. So as I mentioned, some people like to start the day with Yin Yoga. Just remember we're opening and stretching the body from the levels of connective tissues, ligaments, joints. So I'm going to be using minimum props today and giving a lot of silence. And as you're holding, just keep observing the natural rhythm of your breath. And just notice how much you're feeling. Another option is just to have something under your foot if you need to back off and just rest your foot on a prop. Now we're going to go to a next variation so that we go deeper into this hip and get some gentle opening through your side body. So you're going to put your left foot down, keep this figure 4 shape, and sometimes it helps to shift the hips slightly to the right, and then just let the whole sole of your right foot come down. And depending on how your hip feels, maybe you might have to draw your feet away from you more or closer to you more. So play around with that bottom leg to see how it feels up here. And then you can have your arms in cactus arms or T, or you can bring that right arm over your head and just rest the back of your hands on top of your, on the floor, over your head. So you're going to feel this nice opening through the side body. And once you're there, see if you can just relax your muscles. Let the whole back body get heavy. So Yin Yoga is also great for grounding. And then just let yourself be in stillness. So we're going to be here for 2 minutes, so 1 more minute here. You can close your eyes or just find a soft gazing point and soften into the pose. And then to gently bring yourself out, you're going to bring your top, if your top arm is over your head, bring it back by your sides. Or you can even use your hands to help assist your legs. And then just let your whole legs come back up to that starting point. Uncross your legs. And then do some windshield wipers. Or you can just lie down, straighten the legs, and rebound in a mini Savasana. Observing the subtle shifts. And then switch to the other side. So start with your both feet flat, hip distance. Cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And then lift your right leg up, interlace your hands behind your thigh. Again, if this is too much, you can also have something like a block or cushions or something under your foot or books. And just rest your foot on something to a height that feels right for you. Again, going into that initial point of resistance. If you don't feel anything at your left hip, outer hip, gluteus medius area, you can also interlace your hands in front of the shin. And then try to relax. Come back to observing the natural breath. And honor the difference between your left and your right side. One side is going to be much tighter for most of us. And then release your hands, lower your right foot down. And then again, you might have to shift your hips slightly to the left. And then just bring your legs to the right side so that the sole of your left foot comes straight down. And again, depending on your structure or the tightness of your hip, you might have to draw your whole set away from you more or closer to you. Just find that sweet spot where you feel like you can kind of relax into it. But you feel some stretch in that outer hip. Keep the knee from going down. Firmly root through that top sole of your left foot, and the outer right leg grounds. And then reach your left arm up over your head and ground the back of your hand. And just let go. Relax all the muscles. And when you relax, maybe the legs go back more. Find that sweet spot for you. This arm can be in a T or Shavasana arm or cactus arm. Stare at one spot. softly gazing, or you can close your eyes and just be here. Notice where you're feeling the pose. So it's not about how the pose looks. We all have different skeletal structures. Every day is different, so honor what feels right for you right now. As long as you're feeling the stretch in that outer left hip and a very gentle opening through the side left torso, that's as far as you need to go. And we're also opening up the shoulders a little bit. Very gentle opening the shoulder. Just last few seconds here. So if you can just luxuriate in this pose. So you should have some sense of ease. Let each breath melt away any tightness or tension. Soften into this pose. And then gently bring your arm back down by your sides. And then maybe with the assistance of your hands, lift your legs back up. Uncross your legs. And then again, you can do some windshield wipers if you want to be dynamic. Or just take a moment in a rebound in Savasana. And then gently bend your knees, roll to your right side, press yourself back up. So we're going to be setting up for Tadpole. So you're going to bring your big toes together. So it's like going into child's pose, but you're going to bring your knees as wide as you can. So the stretch is more in the inner thighs, in the groin. And you might have to be on your elbows, forearms, or you might be able to come all the way down with your forearms stacked or your forehead on the ground. If this bothers your knees, you can do a reclined variation. Another option is to have a cushion or a block under your forehead. So again, we're going to be here for 3 minutes. So again, the Yin Yoga is associated more with traditional Chinese medicine. We're also opening the subtle energy channels for the ki to flow through. So a spring is represented by the wood element, and it's associated with the liver and the gall bladder meridian point. So this is the liver meridian point we're focusing on here with this pose, the tadpole. You can see if you can relax the muscles. Feel the earth beneath you. Keep observing the natural rhythm of your breath. Let yourself just be. From time to time, feel free to sigh out to exhale through your mouth to let go of any heaviness, burdens you're carrying from the winter season. So we're shedding away that heaviness of the winter to get lighter. Releasing all that's no longer serving you. Feelings of lethargy, to get motivated. And so gently roll up on your inhale. And you can bring your legs in front of you. And you can point and flex your feet, circle. And then maybe fold over your legs. Just stretch out the back of your leg for a moment. This is a counterpose, or you could have just lie down and taken a mini Savasana as a rebound. So you're doing great. So even if you just did a few poses, relax a little, that's enough to do. So we're going to come into a pose called deer. So you're going to bend your left leg back, right leg forward. And you should be able to sit with both sit bones grounded evenly. If one sit bone's lifting up really high, you might want to sit up on a cushion. Okay. And then we're going to twist from here. So you're going to turn to that leg that's in the front, that side, the right side for me here. And then fold. So you could do this on top of a blanket or pillows. Or I'm just going to come down as far as I can. Again, you don't want to go to your maximum. Maybe you might just have to stay here, or maybe on your elbows. Or you can have like blocks on your elbows. So if you're doing elbows, you want to do 2 blocks. So you don't want to put too much weight onto your hands. And then fold. You can make it very restoring if you do this on top of a pillow. But I'm going to come all the way down on my forearms. Again, just letting yourself just be. See where you feel the opening, where you can soften. Another way to be present and keep your mind still. If you have very busy monkey mind and observing the breath is not enough for you, you can chant silently in your head, I am light. If you prefer Sanskrit word, Aham Prema. Aham Prema. Mhm. Then gently roll up on your inhale. And then just go straight to the other side, but you want to transition very slowly and mindfully between the poses. So you want to bring that left leg forward, right leg back. Try to sit tall. And again, depending on your structure, your legs might be like back here or here. Okay. So really tune into your body. Don't try to match what I'm doing visually. And this is called Deer. It's a nice hip opener, internal hip opener. And you're opening the outer hip, the gallbladder meridian point line. And then we're going to twist and fold. Then you might have to put a block on your forehead. You might have to readjust your legs once you get in. Or if you wanted to make it more restoring, you can fold over a blanket, fold it this way. Or pillows, you can do 2 pillows, 1 pillow. Then you're going to feel a nice stretch through that side body and a twist, which helps to wring out and detoxify. So the liver meridian point is very yin in nature. The gallbladder is very yang in nature. And gallbladder helps with digestion, detoxification. Liver also helps with detoxification. And some herbs that work for spring are dandelion for liver support. You can have salads or tea of the dandelion root, which I've shared many times on Yogi Tea Time. Peppermints are great for digestion and just that freshness, awakening. And milk thistle is great for detoxification, especially of toxins. You can always consult with your doctor before taking even herbal medicine, especially if you're on any other medication. See where you can soften and let go. So sometimes after you've been holding for a while, you can go deeper. Sometimes it's too intense and you have to back off. Again, coming back to either your breath or any mantra. You can also visualize those spring images. Visualize yourself taking inspired actions towards the intention you set. That first small action you can take. First small step. And gently and mindfully rise on your inhale. Sit tall. And then bring your legs in front of you very gently. Now turn this way. And then just do some windshield wipers. And then we're going to lie down. Make your way onto Banana Asana. So Banana Asana works that whole side body, which helps with the gall bladder meridian line. So you're going to shift your hips to the right. Walk your feet to the left. You can stop at that initial point of resistance and then walk your torso to the left, keeping both hips, shoulders grounded. And you can cross your right ankle on top of your left ankle, or you can have both feet together. See which one feels better. Or some of you might want to have left ankle on top. Pick one that feels right for you. And then you can also bring your arms over your head, grabbing your right wrist with your left wrist and ground the back of your hands. Again, you're not reaching and engaging the arms. And then just hang out here. Again, coming back to your breath, natural breath, or your mantra. I am light. You see where you can soften, especially on a muscular level. And it doesn't matter how far you go, as long as you're feeling the outer thigh, outer hip, maybe side of your lower leg, the waist, all that space between every ribs. Last minute, you might have to back off very slowly, or you can go deeper or stay where you are. You can soften into the pose on a muscular level. Feel the earth beneath you supporting you as you surrender into the earth, grounding you. And then gently release your arms, uncross your legs, and then gently come back to your center line. And simply feel the rebound, a subtle shift. And then go to the other side. So shift your hips to the left, walk your feet to the right, and then walk your torso to the right. And you can cross one ankle on top of the other or keep both feet together. And Make sure both hips and shoulders are grounded. And then bring your arms over your head, grabbing the left wrist with your right arm, and just let the back of your arms ground, the back of your hands. Again, letting go of any reaching. Completely ground into the earth. Relax the muscles. Again, you can close your eyes and feel the pose. And the emotions associated with the liver and the gallbladder meridian points are anger and frustration. So if those emotions arise, simply observe, let yourself feel, and let them flow through without judgment or resistance. And then the more we work through the anger, oftentimes anger is a disguise for other feelings like hurt or sadness, grief. So if other emotions arise, once you work through anger, honor those as well. And we're letting go of these emotions in a healthy space to process, a safe space to process in a healthy way. So they can be transmuted to creative actions. Last minute. Maybe you can go deeper by walking your shoulders a little more to the right or your feet more to the right. Maybe you might want to uncross your ankles or cross the opposite way. It's up to you, or stay where you are. And there's no obligation to go deeper or move. But just relax into it. And as long as you're feeling the target areas, the outer hip, outer leg, the side body on the left side, that's as far as you need to go. And then let go of any efforting, especially on the muscular level, and just let the whole back body relax. Make your whole back body release into the earth. Banana Asana. You're like a ripe banana. And then gently release your arms, uncross your ankles, and then come back to your center line and relax in Savasana. You might have to bend your knees if that was too much for your lower back. Hug your knees, gently rock side to side. Maybe do a happy baby. Just let your sacrum release. You can rock side to side or just be here. If it's challenging to grab the outer feet, you can grab the back of your thighs and pull down. And then hug your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze on a big inhale. And then you can come to their pentacle. Bring your legs slightly wider. Open your arms out. So this is more of an open form of final rest. Or you can come back to reclined butterfly. But just make your feet not so close so it's very relaxing. Find that sweet spot for you. Feel free to put an eye pillow on your eyes. Just let go of any efforting. Fully receive the rebound of this practice. Just sowing the seeds of your intention into your heart center. Let yourself fall deeply into a deep relaxation. And because of the approach that we take in Yin Yoga, once we get to our final rest, it's easier to access a deeper state of relaxation. So see if you can allow yourself to get there. Stay in your final rest. I'm just going to come out so that I can send you some distant Reiki to empower your confidence to take your inspired action, to take that forward movement towards your intention. So Reiki only works for your highest good and highest good of all. And you only receive exactly what you need. So just open to receive. Yin puts you into that great state of receptivity. You don't want to receive the Reiki. We honor your free will. So you can just say, I do not accept the Reiki healing today, with gratitude. And I'm also giving extra support to transmute those anger, frustrations, or any other emotions that came up for you, to be transmuted into creative action, inspired actions, to help you take that first small step towards your intentions. Or get that inspirational hits, insights as to what that is. I'm going to seal in your Reiki healing. So if you're in need of longer rest and have more time to do so, feel free to just stay here as long as you need. And the Reiki will keep working for you even though I've sealed it. And if you would like to, at this point, end your practice, I will gently guide you out of your final rest. So please take a moment to deepen and lengthen your breaths in and out through your nose. Wiggling your fingers or toes, make any gentle movements that feels good to you to gently wake yourself up. Back to the room, back to your body. Back to this moment. And then hug your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side, taking a moment in fetal position. Use your right arm under your head like a pillow if you don't have any support under your head. And then gently and mindfully press yourself up, coming to a comfortable seated position of your choice, bringing your palms together at your heart center, lifting your heart towards your thumbs as you gently bow down towards your heart. Sealing in your intention that you set. If you didn't set one, just give an offering of gratitude. And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and everyone that's watching this, either with you or at any time. So Reiki is transcendent of time and space, and we're all connected energetically. So anyone that's watching this are all connected through this video. Our Turtle Flow Soul Fam. So thank you so much for sharing your time, your practice with me. I'm so honored and grateful for you. Have a wonderful spring season. And go within and find your inner sparkle. Namaste. And aloha. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Share this video with anyone that might benefit from this. If you're on Instagram, feel free to connect with me on Instagram at Turtle Flow Yoga. And then you can also sign up for my email list and you'll get a free PDF of a chair yoga sequence that I also have on this channel. And either a downloadable or you can just play off the website yoga nidra practice that transmutes fear to love. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your spring equinox. Share with me if you're doing anything special for spring. I know the weather is getting nicer and brighter here. So I love doing sunset walks by the beach. And I share a lot of those videos on my yoga nidra practices sometimes. My guided yoga nidra videos, the 11:11 have the sunset. And this transitional time of spring, it's also great to do the 555 yoga nidra, which is helpful for transformation and change, to adapt and be flexible. And then this year, it's always great to connect to that 222 energy. So I have the yoga nidra session aligning you with 2222. So all those are great to do. So just check out my guided meditation playlist. So it's great to do a meditation after yin yoga. The whole practice is like a meditation. And you want to make sure that, especially if you do yin yoga in the morning, let your joints settle before going into any high impact physical activity, such as hiking, running. So give about 30 minutes for your whole body to settle. All right, have a great day. Thank you. See you next time.